Welcome to Touhou 20, Kinjo-kyo, Eastern Capital of Crowning Glory, Fossilized Wonders. And that's all the names, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing this. I said a couple times I might not make a video playing this game, but I decided to anyway because quite a lot to say about this game. Mostly about its story and characters and music, not so much the gameplay because I haven't played it yet. And I figured it probably wouldn't make too much sense to try to talk about all that while playing a GM game or Fire Emblem or something. So I'm making a video or two depending on how I decide to split this. Where I play through the game mainly just to talk about it while I play it. And so I'm gonna talk about the plot when it hasn't happened yet. So if you don't know the game's plot for some reason and you're watching this, this is probably not the best way to do that because I'm going to talk about it while I'm on stage 2 or something. But yeah, so I downloaded this yesterday, and then I updated THPrac to include Touhou 20. Apparently, Reimu Red and Mercer Red, they've been translated. But I don't know if that's actually on THPrac or if that's something different. I checked the first cutscene, they're speaking English, but that's also part of the demo, and that's been translated for months now. So what I'm saying is, I don't know, I'm gonna play this, and I don't know if they're gonna suddenly start speaking Japanese when they reach the fourth stage boss, and if they do, oh well, I'll read what I can up until then. And I'm gonna play easy mode, because apparently this game's difference between easy and normal is a lot. Because this game has a bunch of endings, 16 or something, so I think easy was made easier. So going back and playing the game 16 times isn't that much of a chore. And then normal, and past that, apparently this game is really hard. I don't know the consensus of how hard it is compared to other games, but it's pretty hard. Maybe when I play through the game a second time, because I plan on playing it twice, and play as one of each character. Maybe the second time I'll play it on normal, but the first time I'm definitely just gonna play it on easy mode. Apparently you can't unlock the extra stage when you play easy, because this wants to be Touhou 6, I guess. So, yeah, no extra stage. Reimu, I gotta be the red one, I think. Scarlet Devil? There's multiple red ones. I'm just gonna pick the first one, because that's the one I think is translated. Start, Reimu, go. Did I just... Guys, it's been so long since I played a Touhou game. I just naturally pressed the bomb button because I thought it was shift. Yep. I didn't really read any of the menu, but I really need to. It's there, you can read it. So, I can barely hear the music because how I have to do this so I can be heard, but I guess the first thing I can talk about this game with the music is the music, because ironically enough, I don't really have much to say, because I haven't listened to it much. When the game first came out, I went on YouTube and acquired all the music for myself before it inevitably all got nuked, because that's what it's like nowadays. So I listened to all the music at that point, but I haven't really listened to much since. I've listened to the Stage 5 boss a couple times, so I'm pretty familiar with that one. Other than that, I haven't listened to music much, and that's because I did this with the demo too, where I barely listened to the demo's music because basically for most of the past couple months, I've just been listening to Deltarune music, because that's what's kind of been was my project for a couple months, quote unquote, was playing a bunch of Deltarune music. And the only times I really listen to music are when I'm exercising and when I'm driving, and I barely drove during the summer. So mainly listening to music was me listening to Deltarune music when I was exercising, so the music would be familiar to me when I tried to make covers for it. So I didn't listen to the demo music much, and this game came out about a week ago, and I'm kind of I put it on my driving playlist, so if it ever shows up when I'm driving, I listen to it then, but that playlist has over 900 songs in it, and it's not a very high chance it even show up. This is the end of the stage, isn't it? Just as expected, I'm speaking English. The sanctuary is reacting. There's a bunch of weird yellow hexagons everywhere. Is that the shape? Supposed to... would be very embarrassing if I just said the shape name wrong. And the key lies, no doubt, in this red stone. her. It's King of the Hill. King of the Yabamba. You there? Was it you who did all this? What'd you do to this place? I can't get back in anymore. Looks like the sanctuary's turned into a battlefield now. It's dangerous, so you should probably run away. Huh? But this here sanctuary is our home. Why does Touhou do this? This thing where it's just like has like a tiny little word over the big words. Is that only in translation? Does that happen in the Japanese text too? You can't just turn this place into a battlefield. Everyone's about to throw a bunch of berries at me. But yeah, I'm kind of like to start a new project. I think I'm gonna try to play a bunch of like Undertale Yellow music. And because of that, when I'm exercising, that's what I've been listening to if I listen to music at all, because I don't always listen to music when I exercise. Sometimes I'll like watch a video or something. So I haven't listened to this game's soundtrack outside of the initial time I listened to it, like when the day the game came out. From what I remember, I think the stage 4 boss and extra stage boss are pretty good. I think. The final boss theme is different. I'll definitely have to listen to it quite a bit, see how I feel about it. Yeah, I think I can barely hear it, but yeah, this like stage 1 boss theme is pretty intense from what I remember, so I think that's kind of ironic because from what I remember this game's soundtrack is like pretty laid back. Uses a lot of one instrument that I don't know the name of, but this game definitely has an instrument. What? That red stone. The sanctuary is showing a reaction to it. It wasn't me that drove you out, it was the sanctuary itself. Oh, that's all. With the power of the incident stored in this stone, I'll just punish everyone in the sanctuary. Everyone in the sanctuary? Well, it's not like there's anyone here other than the Yamamba and the monkeys. I want to see the monkey. The monkey show up, please. No, she doesn't show up. Spoiler. But yeah, I'll definitely have to listen to this game soundtrack a lot more to really get an opinion of it. But the fact that I'm currently doing another project where I'm listening to a bunch of music, I don't know. Maybe I probably will at some point. But yeah, my opinion of the music, because I don't have much of an opinion right now because I haven't listened to it much, and it normally takes me a while to really appreciate Touhou music. Like, I like Touhou music a lot, but there's a lot of times where it takes kind of a while for it to stick with me. And none of this game's soundtrack I've given a proper listen to enough for it to do that. So, I'm playing on easy mode, right? Apparently this game's easy mode is really easy, but apparently, just in general, this game was kind of... a lot of the bullshit was turned back, because I remember when I played the demo, I played on normal, and this game was kind of hard, and apparently the game's still hard, but apparently the Wonderstone mechanic, like, they don't shoot you during boss fights, I think. And I think they were overall made to be less annoying, and I think you have more resources and stuff, so I think the game is, I don't know, more bearable. I'll see when I play on normal in a bit. But, there's some music. I guess I can talk about this game's story. This is gonna probably take me a while. Alright, so, this game's story ended up being not too far off from what I was kind of worried and also kind of expected it to be. Not what I was hoping it to be. I was hoping we'd, like, go underground and then we'd find some like, secret advanced society based on Agartha or something. I don't know. That's not what happened. It's Zun's very in-your-face social commentary about AI. That's pretty much the plot. And the Lunarians are here, which I also kind of figured might happen, because when you want like a super serious incident, they're like one of the people you can use. And also, it's like Lokei's 10th anniversary, so why not? This place looks completely different than what it looks like from above. It's like nighttime in the sanctuary. Big old constellations. It's beautiful, but just what is going on here? I see. You must be... I forgot about that weird thing she does when she's like the weird... whatever effect she does to go all twirly.
Well, I never. A human.
And you are? What? Just what are you?
Touhou, if you've been left behind, then go and get out of here as fast as you can.
Unidentified and unreleased.
That's why the Yamama monkeys and everyone else have already fled this place. Even a sanctuary like this is a one-way street. You still got a chance to run. Kids these days, I bet even old Shirazuka's never been something like this before.
I'm not just going to run away. I came here to investigate, after all.
Wait, you came from the outside? A lie like that won't impress me. There's no way that's even possible. Absolutely no way that's possible at all.
So yeah, that's the story, which I was kind of expecting it to be, because Zun making the story, writing about things he's currently thinking about, has kind of been a pretty common thing in the series for a while. So AI is kind of the thing at the moment, so this game being about it is not really surprising. So yeah, my first reaction to the story, and the fact that it was pretty similar to what I was expecting it to be anyway. I was a bit, maybe a bit, what's the word? Trying to not remember the word. I can't think of the word. My brain is... I really can't think of the word. I knew what word I was gonna use and it's gone. Anyway, wasn't exactly like... God, my brain. That violent redstone of yours, the power just isn't human. I see, is that how you came in, by using its power? It seems like that's the case. By the way, what are you trying to do by sealing off the sanctuary?
What am I trying? Well, you see, this place has a lot of history. That's why sometimes things like this just sort of happen, with some weird stuff going on. Matter of fact, I've seen this kind of thing happen plenty of times before.
You make it sound like it's some sort of rare natural phenomenon, but
I'm just telling you like it is. If it happens naturally, then it's natural, right?
That's one way to put it.
Well, I guess the underground altar could have something to do with it.
An altar? Where can I find it?
There's a cave, just go ahead. Just go. There's a cave, just go ahead. Normally no one goes near it. Even so, that redstone of yours has such an absolutely violent energy. If you go ahead, you might anger the altar's owner. Man, you really alternate between that's why and kids these days a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm not thinking of the word, but it wasn't exactly the most positive of reactions. But I got over it pretty quickly when I actually looked into it, and I think, you know, if this game had to be Zun's take on AI or whatever, I think he was at least pretty creative with it. That's the thing with Touhou, and when Zun likes to talk about current things, is how much I like it very much depends on how creative Zun decides to be with it. Like, next example being like Touhou 18, that game was very much about, you know, the pandemic made it to where you can't go to events, and Zun was not happy about that, so he made a whole game about it, and that turned into like a game about markets, and then they made the card system, and I really like the card system, to the point where I'm kind of sad it seems to be gone, but you know, well. So yeah, like when he does it like that, I think it's pretty cool, but there's other times, I've talked about this a couple times, it's not entirely fair, because when I talk about these two examples, I haven't exactly read them because I don't want them, I don't really want to, so maybe it's better than I think they are, but I just think of like, the Lotus Eaters chapter where, like, there's this cryptocurrency in Gensokyo. The thing that nobody shut the hell up about for a decade is now in the place where forgotten things go, okay? And then the Yorigamis are selling it. And it's like, alright. And then you have the Cola chapter where, like, Sumireko, who is the character who's used as a stand-in to talk about what the kids are doing these days, she's making an AI because that's what she wants to do, because that's what kids are doing these days. And there's an AI in the animal realm now, and Ran had to go fix it again. Maybe these chapters are a lot better than I give them credit for, but they just kind of sound like, doesn't want to talk about this thing, so he put it in the thing and didn't really do much besides being like, yep, this thing's in my series now, so I can talk about it. And it doesn't really feel like it was put in a way that actually felt like natural or appropriate, you know? And again, maybe it is, I haven't read them. But this, basically to say that, says it wasn't really the case here. I guess, I'll talk about that in a bit. Is this the altar? It's a giant pyramid, Reimu. The altar of pyramid? I wonder if there's some way to get inside. Here she is, the best character in the game.
Really? A human? After all this time? I wonder how long it's been since I met a human.
Seems like a gatekeeper of sorts has arrived. Maybe she can show me around?
Oh, right. Meeting a human means I got to do that thing. Why, it's 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening. Don't that?
What? An old-fashioned riddle? Is it a human?
Wrong. The answer is some type of yokai that can do that, like it's new or something.
That's a very appropriate line for you to have.
Since you couldn't answer correctly, you're destined to die right here and now.
But yeah, you know, I think Zen was pretty creative with this game, because, you know, if he had to talk about AI, just fucking, alright, so the Lunarians, they cult a goddess, and they, like, put her in, like, an AI chamber, right, and they use the AI chamber to filter out information about Earth, so it goes, okay, and then the extra stage, all the trash that was filtered out, they got moved, and it gave birth to, like, Clam Girl or something, and now Clam Girl believes a bunch of bullshit. It's very silly, but it's the fun kind of silly. And then, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't remember the main details about what the final boss is doing and stuff like that. I think she's trying to help the stage 4 boss. I think. I don't remember. Maybe the plot will explain it if it's translated past this point. So yeah, it's very fun and goofy, and it fits. And it's also, there's just enough like backstory there to where you could probably write something serious, but at face value it is very out there. So it being what it is, I'm fine with it. I think it's nice and fun. And I guess talking about the story took less time than I thought it would. So let me talk about Michigan, the character I'm currently fighting. You know, I've now blown up.
And I can desecrate the sacred article like this.
Who's the one desecrating things here? Anyway, you wouldn't happen to be a Dosojin, would you?
What? You're not down?
So that means you're the one blocking off the way into the pyramid. But it's a big deal, I need you to let me through here.
A big deal? There's something going on right now.
Kensokyo's come to a standstill.
A standstill? What do you mean?
You ever seen the movie Groundhog Day? Well, to be more specific, nothing's changing. The same day has been repeating over and over again. But I finally found this abnormally reacting sanctuary. So it's constantly shifting abnormal power. You're the Sojin protecting this place, but just this once, I need you to let me pass.
You're misunderstanding things. I'm a Dosojin that protects humans. I'm here to protect the thing put inside the altar from escapement. I don't have any reason to break you coming in. Yeah, I'll show you the way.
Is that so?
I'm sure you can figure it out just by looking, but there's 4 different entrances there. There are violently burning powers, so it's best you go through the nose entrance. The thing is, I don't know what's inside this place either.
Right, so... Yeah, I said earlier, like, Reimu, the red Stone and Marissa Redstone have been translated. I don't think there's much dialogue differences in with the stones you use. I think there's just a couple lines changed, mainly in that cutscene. She talked about a burning red power. I assume she says if you have a blue one, you got blue power. You got a yellow one, you got a yellow power. That's probably the bulk of the different translations. So hopefully, knock on wood, the rest of the game is translated here. I'll have like 99% of the story, not counting the endings, which there are a lot of, apparently. And I can't show you, so I'll have to edit something over the screen, I guess. Yeah, Michigan, she's pretty great, because she was the best character in the demo, and then she surprisingly got more lore, which made her a better character in the end. What lore is that? Apparently, I don't exactly know the specifics, but apparently she's the reason why the Lunarians couldn't just like go through here to invade during 15 or something. So, much like Clown Police, she is a Lunarian counter, which is funny. And also, the stage 2 boss apparently made her. She's her mom. And since her last name is like related to New, I guess that means they're both related to New. Which is why it's fitting that you talked about news. Yeah, Michigan, she's great. Why I decided to do this Kotaku voice, I don't really know. I just did. Probably never do that again, if I ever voice that character again. But I did it. Right, so this background, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It looks weird. Apparently some of this game's like backgrounds are like AI generated, because that's supposed to be like the point, I guess. I don't ask me which ones are and which ones aren't. I couldn't tell you. But this background looks weird. We're inside a pyramid, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess, maybe better talk about this during Stage 5 and talk about it now. Yeah, the Stage 5 boss, like, ironically, when I was, like, looking through stuff about this game when it first came out, the first mention of the first Stage 5 boss didn't actually say the name of the boss. They said something about, like, given that this is the boss, I wonder if the Stage 5 theme is a remix of Lunatic Blue, and I was like, wait, that's Yorihime's theme. Is this Yorihime the final, Yorihime the boss? And then it was in fact the other one, which is, not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed about. I should have read that. Trapping me in a maze is useless. I am very good at mazes. You just go to the edge and you'll make it out eventually. Because the path I chose is the right one. Oh my god, it's English. I can read the rest of the plot. These waves passing through my eardrums, they sound familiar. Almost like the sounds that humans once made. Finally, someone other than those strange stones. Huh? Am I seeing hallucinating fake people again? That's no good at all. Have I really started longing for another human that much? Hey. I see. You're not somebody I could talk with. You're an enemy. I'll find out whether you cause this or not after I'm done with defeating you. I'm Yui Man. That's not how you pronounce that at all, but that's what I'm going with. The queen that turns living information into everlasting truth. It seems I found a rare but aggressive fictional human. What does that say? Shaman type? I don't know. Why is your text so small? You need to be turned into a real shrine maiden. My quip in the corner hasn't been translated yet. What does that say? Who knows? Right, this is her. The main plot device of the story. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed that it was the yellow one and not the purple one, because I've given a few reasons for why I prefer the purple one, but like the main thing recently is, you know, I used one in my public playthrough recently, so you know I've grown to like the character a bit more. I haven't really, the other one just kind of exists. I don't know, no matter which one it was, I still get to do my stupid joke when they show up. But
you know, I would have read the other one a bit more. But this is a part in the story where we're in a giant pyramid that's where this character is used to filter information as an AI or something. I don't know. Again, I read a bunch of information in a short amount of time, so a lot of it's gone, but I get the gist of it, I think. Yeah, I remember thinking this music was pretty neat, but I can't hear it. Hopefully it's loud enough to hear in the recording. It's from what I tested. You could hear the music pretty well. What I gotta do, I gotta make the music real quiet or else the music's too loud compared to how much I'm talking, and that's not good. I've died at least twice, I think, because I haven't been paying attention. It'd be kind of embarrassing if I didn't get a 1cc on this apparently really easy mode, but you know, even if I do, it's not like it really matters. I can't unlock the extra stage for playing this anyway, and I have to block out the ending, whether it's the good or a bad ending. I think, I don't know. I think Zone wants you to block out bad endings too, I don't know. I lost? Then you might actually be a real person. Yeah, but what about you? I'm Yui Man. It's like a Mega Man boss I think of somewhere in the mountains of Osama. That's right, I'm the queen of the Yui Man kingdom. It's a whole kingdom of Mega Man bosses. And this is, alright. That pit of 4 seasons, yeah. Hey, are you up for a chat now? Sorry, I'm glad to, since you're a real human. What's this pyramid? Here below the Osama Impurity Cleansing Mountain. It's an earthly facility for the lunar capital. God damn it! Apparently, it's an important facility is necessary for maintaining the eternal capital. That doesn't sound good if the lunar capital was involved and you were protecting it. Well, I'm sure my purpose is... Oh, well, what was it? My purpose... Well, whatever. I wonder why, ever since we met, my heart suddenly seems to be lightening. I no longer care about my purpose. Huh? By the way, this is the pit of 4 seasons, isn't it lovely? It's modeled after a famous place in my hometown. Please come visit again. Uh-huh, sure. Things calm down. There's something strange about this, but, well, whatever. Yeah, despite her saying 4 seasons like 5 times, I don't think Okina's at all relevant to this game's story. I hope not. It's stage 5. We're somewhere. I don't exactly remember where, but at some point we're gonna teleport to the moon. Oh boy. There's still a cat on the moon. I don't know if it's the same model. But yeah, this game's story, it's wacky and stupid. So, you know, I enjoyed it, despite it being what it is. And I'm glad I enjoyed it, because I'll be honest, said a couple times, I'm not reading any of the written works anymore, because I kind of stopped caring. It's not really entirely the fault of the written works itself, I just find having to read stuff while it's coming out to be like really annoying. I'd rather just read it all at once, and it really didn't help with Foul Detective, with the way it was fucking written, to where it was just like in cliffhanger after cliffhanger, where it got to the point where like Mizuchi finally revealed her backstory. I didn't care, because I was just so sick of the constant, oh, is something gonna happen this time? Nope, wait until next month. So yeah, it's not entirely the fault of the manga themselves, but like, I just haven't really been enjoying reading them, so I just stopped. And I would like to just like read it all again when they finish, but apparently like neither are gonna finish anytime within the next like 5 years, so you're just not gonna read it at all ever, because they might not ever end, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't care about the written works, and I was kind of worried I wouldn't like this game, because I didn't like the demo very much. And So that put me in a very awkward situation of I currently don't like anything that's being officially made for Touhou, so like I only like the certain fan-made stuff. What kind of Touhou fan am I? I don't want to have that inner conversation with myself, and luckily I don't have to because this game seems pretty cool. That's neat. I'm glad it is. I mean, I've liked basically every mainline game since like 17. 17 was alright, but I liked 18 and 19. This game's pretty cool. It is the same 18.5. Like, it was about the cards, but like apparently it wasn't that great. Alright, you, fuck, can I do this anymore? Why, if it isn't Reimu, yeah, it is I, Touhou Watatsuki, one of the Super Watatsuki sisters, not the most well-known one, the other one. Yep. Hello, hear about this, yeah? Who are you again? Oh, fucking come on! Oh my, have you forgotten about me already? Even so, I remember you. The ones are so very convenient, ain't they? Oh, you're that Lunarian, the sage who links the triangular mountain and sea. So what that person said about this being a lunar facility was true after all. At the bottom of the pyramid in Tokyo, there's a Lunarian. A bit in Tokyo? What are you talking about? Look around you. This place. Where you are now is a lunar city. Naturally, there's Lunarians on the moon. What? What are you talking about? A lunar sea? But how? Lunarians refuse to be tainted by earthly information. Your life is information is the ultimate purity and is incompatible with the lunar capital. My quip isn't translated either. Return to the earth before it'll take notice. Guitar! Yeah, her theme is the one I've listened to the most. It's just, apparently it's a mix of Yorihime's theme is apparently did by memory. And, it's definitely better than Yorihime's theme, although Yorihime's theme wasn't exactly, never really been Zun's finest work, if I'm being honest, so it seems definitely better than it, but it's alright. The, Larians are here because they are. I've ran into a bullet. Apparently this boss is like fucking ridiculous on any difficulty for this one. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be great. What are you doing? What exactly are you shooting at me here, huh? One of them showed up, I get to do my stupid Mario Brothers joke. He's not wearing overalls like she was in Keifu, so it doesn't fit quite as much. I'm still doing it. Of course you don't remember me. You'll only ever remember my sister. Always the more popular one. I'll show them. Thought people worked alone. Ever since the very beginning, it's all been an inside job. I've been helping Bowser to take the princess. Moon Dragon. That dragon just looks like a bunch of lasers. I probably really don't need a bomb here, but I am anyway. Don't just see, it can't defeat me. Like, again with that. What a sore loser. Regardless, you win or lose against me won't solve the incident. The incident isn't Gensokyo, that is. That's it, about the incident. No one's noticed it, but Gensokyo's come to a complete standstill. This must be the fault of you Lunarians. You may be mistaken there. The fact of the matter is, the lunar capital is having an incident for similar reasons. Huh? The Sami and Puric cleaning mountain appeared to have fallen out of order. Well, how about to resolve that with the power of that woman, your man? Well, it's up to you to deal with the incident on Earth. Well, I expect as much, but I still don't get it. The causing Gensokyo's incident is not here. Rather, the causing Gensokyo's incident lies deep within the heart of the Asami Puric Cleaning Mountain. I'm gonna send you on your way there. Well, you don't have a choice in the matter. Ugh. Now, it's all up to you with all those earthly incidents. Lovely.
So we were in Bone Land. Is this the same place that was the beginning of Stage 5? But just like a different part of it? I don't know. But yeah, that's the story. Something going wrong with the Lunar Capital's fucking information cleansing machine. I don't know. There are a lot of giant bones. Bunch of whales die down here or something. I almost ran into a red bullet. Yeah, it's gonna get really, really quiet. If I come back and listen to this recording and there's a bunch of microphone noises like there was in the Insomnia game I played a couple days, like a week ago. It's been a while since I recorded something. It was like a week ago, more than that. Really annoying. Yeah, what was I talking about for Luigi showed up? Yeah, like 18.5. It was like it used a lot of the card gimmick, but apparently that game wasn't great. I don't know, I never played it. And after that, the cards were just kind of in 19. They were kind of just used as like one of 2 optional power-ups. That was kind of their entire thing. And now they just seem to be kind of gone. It's a bit of a shame, because I feel like you could do a lot with that, but did not go into it anymore. Anyway, final boss time. Hello? Is this a shrine gate? Never seen such an ominous shrine gate before. Would go to a place like this at the bottom of the pyramid. You finally come. I heard that people in Gensokyo are short-tempered, but took you a while to get here. And you are? I'm Ariana Awanaga, the master of the shrine, the princess of permanence even. So it really is a shrine. But why is such a thing at the bottom of the pyramid? Why, you say? The pyramid you speak of is actually the main body of the shrine. Eh? You say that a lot, Reimu. This pyramid, the Asami Impurity Cleaning Mountain, is a shrine that naturalizes human impurities. It's a shrine dedicated to making Lunar Capital an eternal capital. Yes, the Earth-hating Lunarians need the Earth to survive. It's irony. What does that mean? Any relation to the incident where everything above ground stopped? In recent time, human impurities, well, that's to say, life information increased dramatically. The cause is in the outside world, but I don't care about the details. In any case, it far exceeded the capacity this place can handle. What's that mean? Human information that can't be processed will eventually throw the Lunar Capital into disarray. Touhou said that too. Is that what the incident is then? Touhou, that person, she's made a big mistake. In order to neutralize the information that human no longer process, she broke open my seal. Despite knowing I had a grudge against the Lunar Capital. She tried sacrificing Gensokyo's freedom for the Lunar Capital's protection. That sacrificed Gensokyo? Heard that one before. Indeed, it was my power that stopped Gensokyo. Not the power of the Asami Impurity Cleansing Mountain, the pyramid, nor the Lunarians, but my own power. The power of perpetuality. Perpetuity? That refuses the evolution of all things. May humanity eventually find eternal peace. That's a battle cry. Alright. Yeah, I can't hear the music at all, but final boss theme, very laid back. I'd have to listen to it a lot more to really see how I feel about it, and I'm currently barely listening to it now, so it doesn't count. But yeah, this is a character. His name is probably gonna take me a couple weeks to remember, like a lot of these characters, because I'm really bad with names. Certainly got a design. A lot of stuff going on. I remember people calling her like she looks like a Lennon character, and I didn't really get that comparison at first, because honestly, when I think of Lennon characters, I think of like Tenkai, or the Shida dudes, or like the Atagumos. But yeah, they're probably not talking about those. They're probably talking about the time at the end of Lenin 3, where Sensei stuck a rib cage on their back or some shit. And this
boss has like a weird bone tail thing going on. I also have a weird mask. I guess kind of reminds me of... Can you see it too? The impurity is rising. Your life is running out. I guess kind of reminds me of Sukune's little Haniwa hat thing. Same color at least. And you know, she's got some pretty stupid looking wings. And I guess Xenoe has pretty stupid looking wings. Are there other Linen characters with stupid looking wings? Maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm bombing when I don't need to. I have so many extra lives, and I'm pressing the bomb button. I shouldn't do that. I should show the boss's attacks. Yeah, I haven't really said much. But yeah, Wonderstone, you know, it's kind of just in the corner, not shooting at me during the boss. That's good, because when the pyramid was shooting at me during the boss in demo, that was not very good. Right, what the fuck's happening here? Yeah, this isn't my first time, like, seeing this game, by the way. I watched, like, a single playthrough of it, like, the day after it came out. Wasn't really paying attention that much, but yeah, I remember this weird attack. This is like, stand still zones, and she's doing that stuff. Kinda dying really slowly, because I can't get under her. Yep. Yep. Definitely let that hit me. That I did. Sadly, time's up for you. The game is over. The sanctuary cannot withstand any more impurity. With my power, I'll neutralize it all. From this point on is a world of stagnation where living itself is an anomaly, making Tokyo last forevermore. Why are we fighting again? You're the one causing the incident? What are you... So I'm assuming after this is done, you're gonna stop... You're the one causing Groundhog Day, and you're gonna stop causing Groundhog Day? And then things go back to normal because Lunarians and the AI thing is all done good with, and we're all back to normal, right? And then I get to see one of my 17 different endings. Why does this game have so many endings? Apparently it's basically a cameo marathon, is what the endings are. There's like a jet ton of characters that just show up. Which one will show up? I don't know. I assume I still go to get ending, even though I don't unlock the extra stage for some reason. I don't know. Because that was kind of my theory for why the easy mode is so easier than normal mode, even more so than normal, is that you want to see all the endings, but if I get a bad ending from this, like you do in EOSD, which, you know, EOSD didn't even let you go to stage 6, so that was why you got a bad ending in that game. What a weird thing. First game in 23 years, you can't see that you can't unlock the extra stage from playing through easy mode. And I have to wonder why. Is it because it's like the 20th game and it feels the need to pay homage to the thing from way back then? I don't know. But yeah, the endings seem to be the whole, like, celebration part of the fact that this game is Touhou 20 is like, oh, it's Touhou 20 and here's a bunch of characters and endings. But the plot itself is kind of... I guess that and the fact that the stones are past incidents for some reason. I don't really know why that's the case. I guess because Gensokyo is unchanging, it's channeling its past something, I don't fucking know. And I read a bunch of shit at the same time, so I can get a good idea what's going on. But a lot of details kind of just went past my brain. Anyway, this blew up. The giant Illuminati pyramid. Could this game be the work of the Illuminati? Slightly soft stone goddess. Anyway, as an ending, I have to put a giant something over the screen here. But I can read it, because the rule is, I can't show it, but I can fucking read it. The bottom of the Asami Impurity Cleansing Mountain. After a painful battle, Reimu Hakure defeated Ariana Iwanagi, the goddess of unchanging. Ariana. Oh, that's her talking. But there's no colon, so it's just her name and then her words. I placed my bets on you after all. Now I can rest from work without feeling guilty. I couldn't care less about the lunar capital anymore. Hey, wait, is Gensokyo going back to normal? If I released my power, Gensokyo will return to its usual state. However, a massive flood of impurity from the outside world will flow in. How that affects things, that depends on you. Wow, the ending actually directly relates to the exchange. How about that? Depends on me, what's that supposed to mean? Why don't you witness how Gensokyo changes with your own eyes? Why are we at the Scarlet Devil Okay. So is what just happened in every Reimu ending, and then wherever she decides to go on vacation to next is what's different? A vampire's mansion standing closely by the lakeside. Hello, Sakia. An incident? Did something truly happen? You didn't notice? It was like time itself had stopped. Can't be. Stopping time? There's no way something like that's even remotely possible. Right, milady?
Oh, Reimu, that stone you're holding.
You made this thing, didn't you? I managed to solve the incident thanks to it.
I never seen that stone before.
Don't lie to me, it has the same aura as the Scarlet Mist incident.
Speaking of, you were spouting some nonsense about incident before. What was it?
What? You also didn't notice? It was like time completely stopped all over Gensokyo.
Time stopped? The culprit must have been Sakia then.
Only it could have been that simple. Simple, you say? Shall I demonstrate how simple I truly am? That's not what I mean. It wasn't just the enemy's strength. The incident was truly incomprehensible.
My interest is piqued. What kind of incident was it?
Reimu told Romelia and the others of what has transpired. She was relieved in the face of familiarity. Just as Arya said, there weren't any noticeable changes. It seems that the residents of the Scarlet Devil Mansion aren't involved this time after all. However, the Incident Stone obviously held the yokai aura of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. It is undeniable that it was thanks to the Incident Stone the influence of the Goddess of Unchanging felt that she felt that there was still something she didn't know about yet lurking in the shadows. Ending number 1, the Everyday Scarlet Mansion. Congratulations. Continue clear. The only one I'm gonna get, because I'm gonna try to play normal on my second try, and I'm definitely not winning. Okay, 47 minutes. Yeah, me reading all the dialogue, that's about how long a Touhou game takes. So I can do one other video where I play as Marissa's, and that'll be 2 recordings. Should I record anything else today? I've ran out of recordings, because I haven't recorded in like a week. I'm gonna record I have like 2 jam videos left to upload, and then I guess I'm gonna upload this, because I haven't recorded anything else. I also currently don't know what I'm doing with Fire Emblem, because I'm back to like 1 video a day, and I don't know if it's a great idea to like half the amount of jam videos I upload for the sake of Fire Emblem, which as far as I can tell from the past like couple uploads, the amount of people watching like jumped off a cliff. I don't really care, but like, I don't know, maybe I should try to still upload 2 videos a day and make Fire Emblem a bonus that only I care about. Call it Wemmy, because I used the Wemmy stone. Additional Scarlet Devil Stone obtained. Widen there on assist stones unlocked. Right, you unlock new shot types as the game progresses, and you can like put them together or something? I have no idea how this game system works. Yeah, that was that. Easy mode. It's pretty fun, but I played on the easiest difficulty to just get through it, so I don't really have much to say in regards to the gameplay. But next time I'll play on normal mode as Marissa, and I'll lose it a lot and die a lot. So, bye.